Hi Leo, and welcome to your October 2020 reading. Thank you for being here. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards and ask Spirit to bring some messages through to Leo. Any advice on what Leo needs to hear, please. So I'm just going to pull some cards for an overview initially. Month of October for you. And then the beginning, what you're coming through with, the second week, and then towards the end, and how things, what energy you'll be finishing on. I will be clarifying these cards as well. But initially, to start us off, we have the Four of Wands, which is, traditionally, it's a card of celebration. It's the card of achievement, so a goal has been reached. So I feel like this is something that's already passed, that has already happened, or is right at the beginning, say, of October, of what you're coming through with. And it's as if something has been achieved. So this can be in a career or a practical sense, but it can also be in an emotional, so a love connection. So whatever resonates for you most. But I feel like it's enabled you, whatever something, it can be about a relationship going to the next level. So a commitment has been made, an agreement, say maybe to move in together, a proposal, or just things feel more solid. Things have been made official. Which is actually mainly what I'm getting from this card as well. So it could be the deepening of a relationship, that you feel very connected to your person at the moment. And then from this is kind of what energy it's pushing you forward, because you feel solid or secure in a relationship or in a job, if it's more that area of your life. Then it's set you off on that you can then begin to move forward. You know where you're heading more. So that's a positive start out there to the card. To the read. So then we move on to the Four of Pentacles, which is about, can be about holding on a little bit too tightly to what we have, and having, it's the card that always says to me that you need to have a bit more trust, and trust that either this will work out, because you know, if a commitment has been made, with that it can bring some anxiety then at the next stage of this could be a living situation here that I'm seeing with this card. So with that, of course, brings an adjustment of learning how to live together. The honeymoon period of, you know, being able to keep the ideal of yourself, to project that to someone else, kind of needs to fall away as things become more serious. Things also become more real, and that's the same with even in a career area. You know, you can get the job that you want, and then the reality hits of actually having to do the job. So I'm getting that's what's coming through from this card. And there's some fear within that as well. So just try to breathe your way through that. Try to, like I say, you need to have trust. And try not to grasp too tightly. Try to let things be open to receiving. You don't have to do it all yourself. Be open to letting things unfold before you. It's not all on you. The Five of Swords, so this is reversed. Upright, the Five of Swords is about conflict. It's about, can be about drama. With it being reversed, I feel like that this it's like a more peaceful time. Conflicts will be resolved as well. or it could be that the conflicts that you are experiencing, because of the reversal, that they're lessened. It's more like an irritant or something niggling at you that is annoying, as opposed to something, a really big disagreement. The energy that we've also got though coming in here, so I will be clarifying these cards, but we've got the moon. So this is really, to me, it's about having to trust your intuition. So there isn't much information, so maybe going into a new situation that is currently is a mystery. So from this place of this achievement, you then come into the unknown. This propels you into the unknown, and that's where I think you find yourself at the beginning of October. So with that, you know, fears, anxieties naturally come up. Your mind can run away with you, and it's hard not to sometimes, you know, just predict the worst as well. But it's know that it really is just unknown. It's a mystery, and it will be maybe just at least at the beginning of October that you're just going to have to sit with that and be okay with not knowing anything. So if it is a new job or not knowing how something is going to work out, you're just going to have to breathe through that, sit with that, and try not to let your anxieties and fears run away with you. So Spirit, can you just clarify this moon card? Ooh, too many cards there. Spirit, please, can you clarify the moon card for Leo? The Page of Emotions. I feel like the Page of Emotions is you. So this is someone who is going into this situation with an open heart, and that's a beautiful thing, and to remain that even with the circumstances being quite scary in a way, you know, starting something new, the deepening of a bond, of a relationship. It's a risk, and that it's accessing a deeper emotional part of yourself here. But through that there will be so much to be gained. So I feel like that this is a card of reassurance that you are going in the right direction, and that taking a risk, yes, is scary. But there's through that, you know, there's no growth without taking risks, without change. So even though it may feel not dark, that's the wrong word, but the clouded mystery and fearful energy around, beneath that is something really good that you're doing. It's something really positive, and maybe after a time of heartache, of a time of being shut down, that this situation is going to open your heart further. So that's a really beautiful message there that's come through, because then we move on to the Three of Pentacles here, which is a card about support. It's about collaboration. So this could be you and your person, this could be you and colleagues or a boss, and I see that, you know, there is a strong connection there. So there is a bond that I'm feeling as well. You still kind of in two minds about it, which is okay, that to hold some of yourself back. I feel like maybe your significant other or the other person is maybe more certain of the connection than you, even that they feel like that they have rushed towards it more, and you are a little bit more reticent, apprehensive, but they don't feel that. That's what I'm getting from them. They are very pleased about the situation and have kind of dived straight into it. So you're holding a different energy than them, but that's always nice to know that and to feel that they are very invested in this situation, in this connection. I'm really happy that things have moved forward for you in this way. They don't have those doubts that maybe that you do, and those questions. But you know, we all move at different times. So just because you're not there at the same place that they are, that's okay too. So I'm just going to clarify this Three of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Six of Inspiration. So traditionally this is like the Six of Wands. So this is a card of victory, of success. Now it was reversed. This can just speak about delays, or that the energy is a little bit more tempered. So that's how I would read reversals. That not in it doesn't mean that it's negative. It just means that it can be a little bit more restrained, the energy. Or it can take a little bit longer in coming through. But this is a really positive card of success, and I feel like it's you being able to begin to enjoy this change. So this new deepening of a relationship, or a new job, promotion, etc., whatever it is, this is you finally, after some of the anxiety fading away, you getting a little bit more comfortable. This person is reassuring you about the decision that you've made, about the situation that you find yourself in, about the connection. You can finally begin to enjoy it. We then have a shift, so with the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is about a new idea, so new information coming through, but I feel like that this is when you begin to gain confidence in your situation and can start to express your ideas, your opinions more, and maybe what you think is the next step, and striking out more. The Ace is about beginning, so it's like almost feels like you're beginning to I keep hearing it's a beginning within a beginning. So something new that started, it's almost like you've had a bit of a delayed, it happened to you, and then a little sort of halfway through October, it actually sort of it's almost like that it registers, the change begins to register, and you begin to adapt and begin to gain confidence and begin to make suggestions. Say, for example, if it's a new position, a new job, you get the confidence to be able to actually go, oh, hang on, like actually I think this needs changing, or this is what I see the problem is, and begin to be your own person. Or in a relationship, if you've moved in together, you know, your ideas about the house, or how you see things going, how you see the living situation playing out, rather than the situation up to this point has just kind of just happened to you. So that's a positive development. I'm going to clarify the Ace of Swords, please, Spirit. The Ace of Swords for Leo. We have the Two of Materials. So things begin to pick up. The Two of Materials is about getting busier, so more tasks begin as you get a handle on things. You can start to take on, so if it's a new job, take on more tasks and you're busy, but it's in a positive way, so you don't feel overwhelmed. You are coping with it. You are taking it in your stride. You are adapting to it. I see a lot of growth as well in this card, and there's sort of an explosion of energy, and you're getting a kick, a buzz out of your situation at this point, that you've finally been able to enjoy it, which is fantastic. And then leads us on to this really beautiful towards the end of October. So if it is a relationship, just the Two of Cups, you know, it's such a beautiful comment on a connection, that you feel so connected and bonded, and that deepening of your relationship, and very in tune with each other as well. And if it's a job even, or you know, whatever it is, this new thing that I'm seeing that's come through, if it's a job, you feel much more comfortable in the situation. By the end, you feel connected to your role, you feel in tune with it, and you've got, this is a peaceful card. In, you know, traditionally, if it's about romance, you know, it's about a soulmate, it's a divine union. And I'll clarify this Two of Cups, please, Spirit, for Leo. Two of Cups. The Eight of Materials. So this is about, the Eight of Materials is a very practical card. It's about hard work being put in, but you feel very focused, very engaged. So again, in the relationship, you know that if it is a love connection, that this reading is resonating, that you are very invested in this situation, and I feel like that what you are putting in comes back to you. And so the deepening of a connection, you know that it's going to take work, that both of you do, and you're both willing to put that work in. Or if it's in a job situation, that you have colleagues around you who are also invested, so you don't feel isolated or alone, that it's just coming from you. It's like that they are too also invested in making this project or a success. And you don't, you know, so when I say work, there is no sense of it being a chore. It's fulfilling for you. This is purpose. This is a sense of self. It's all those good things. So I'm just going to pull one more card now to end your reading, if there's any final messages from Spirit. Final message for Leo, please, Spirit, for October 2020. Final message for Leo for October 2020, please, Spirit. Okay, so we've got Justice, the card of Justice here, which is a major arcana. So this is a really powerful card to end on, which is, you know, as it would denote about justice being done. So I feel like it's from the past that you've experienced some injustices that have taken place. So in relationships or in the workplace, which has brought through these anxieties, this reticence that we see more at the first half of October, what this new change that I'm seeing that has sort of propelled you into this circumstance, this situation. And there's by sort of the end of October, I feel like some healing is going to take place through this sense of justice being done. So wrongs being righted, and through that, so someone, you know, people where maybe you felt let down in the past, people this time, they surprise you, they step up, they level up to match your energy, to match your investment. So that's what I'm seeing here, and how powerful that can be for that shift, that change, and how healing that can be as well. for things to be different, for things to go a different way than what we're so used to being, you know, maybe in the past, like let down, and how that forms our reaction, our personality, our sense of self, and how healing that can be when things turn out different for us, which I think the end of October, that's where you're going to be feeling, you know, in a much more content and peaceful place, and some old worries and fears will fall away. So I really hope this reading resonated for you, Leo. If it did, if you could please give this video a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe to my channel for any future videos. Thank you for being here.